Hello, my name is Colton Dewicki, and the business proposal that I have is a restaurant. The restaurant is going to be called the Egg Shack. This is going to be more of a breakfast restaurant. I want it located in around Cinco Ranch, Texas, that is about 30 miles west of Houston, so it's still kind of close. I wouldn't even say 30, about 15 miles from Houston. So it's still around the city, but yet outwards where it's not such saturated with all these other restaurants. I have 10 years in the restaurant industry, if not more. I have 5 years of general management in restaurants, and most of it I just want to change for the industry. So, for example, a couple months ago, me and my wife were driving, and we wanted some breakfast place on the weekend. The only place they had over in Cinco Ranch is Denny's. And Denny's is kind of like an old school 24 hours breakfast, lunch, dinner. There's not really much of just breakfast, just classic breakfast. I want it to be a high-end breakfast place and also brunch. So it's around, I was thinking the hours from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. where you still get a little bit of lunch sandwiches around that noonish time, but big on the breakfast. The mission statement for my restaurant is the Egg Shack is to offer Michelin star style breakfast at a diner price range. So high-end food at a low cost. I know it makes it kind of hard nowadays with inflation, with food and cost, but there's ways to get around it, as such as I would like to have community service for post-incarcerated personnel to give them a start in the real world out of prison. And that would also have you get tax deductions for having them employed, and also it helps them become better people. Stepping out into the world is going to be hard for many people who just came out of prison, so it gives them a healthy new start. I also want to give all free meals to veterans, as veterans give their lives every day, such as police officers, all first responders who give their lives every single day to make sure our safety comes first. The initial investment for this business is $100,000. Now, I would rent out a place for around, with rent and utilities, around $15,000 to $20,000 per month. So the initial starting cost for that, we would have the walk-in freezer booths already included with the building what we're renting out. Equipment would be around $20,000, including grills, fryers, flat tops, refrigeration, coolers, POS machines, and drinks. Now, for initial food and beverage costs, that would be around $7,000 per week. It does sound like a lot, but in return, you're gonna make that, if not even more, per week to cover for what you did. That's average around Saturdays and Sundays would be mostly the busiest times. If you're making around 13, if not 20,000 per day in this business. Marketing, 5,000 per month. Get the business out there. Feet on the street, go to businesses, catering, events, churches, anything we can boost our promotions where marketing can get out there, dealerships, so we can expand our business and get the word out. Now, payroll would be about $15,000 every 2 weeks, including management, cooks, cashiers. So the total investment cost would be about $98,000 initially starting at the first month. Equipment would be right off the second month. You don't have to buy equipment again. Utilities, you'll see what goes up and down and how you can reduce the cost for that. Marketing, the initial start would be pretty out there for the first month, but afterwards you're going to lower that cost to around $2,500 per month. We would offer gourmet coffee, alcoholic beverages, omelets, traditional breakfast items, breakfast sandwiches, and classic sandwiches, so you can be in all areas. And the most important thing, alcoholic beverages. And I know that sounds crazy for breakfast place, but mimosas. Mimosas are the biggest sellers in all restaurant industries. You see nursing staff what gets off at 6 in the morning. That's them getting off and they're having their dinner around that time. So they just worked all night shift. Construction workers worked all night shift. They want to sit down, have a beer, have a nice glass of wine, and just be able to enjoy a nice quote unquote dinner and breakfast style. So what we're targeting here is early risers, night shift, businessmen before they go to work, businessmen to go during lunch, bring businessmen to bring their vendors over, and they can sit down, have a nice area to sit, eat, and talk business, and veterans and first responders, like I said before, so we can give back to them. Now, this is a small startup cost. Average businesses cost millions, if not even more. Nighttime restaurants such as Texas Roadhouse, initial investment for that is $500,000 plus. So far, we looked at $98,000, which is not much at all. And then also, if you can franchise this place all around the United States with a good group of partners, it will be a corporate restaurant. You will be making your money back. So with investments to start your own business at around $98,000, $100,000 would get you this business, the Egg Shack. There's no telling where this can go off, how great it can be. It could be the next Denny's. It could be the next Toasted Yolk. I believe that this personally, with its mission statement, its low cost, and its time of opening and closing, it's all around going to be one of the best restaurants around. So please invest. Thank you. Bye.